Hi guys, you're welcome once again. You're welcome to this channel. You're welcome to our class. You're welcome to the area. You're welcome to the institution. You're welcome to a channel where marriage must be established. Remember, God first. We are here to make sure that our marriages are established. If you have not watched the other videos that we did, you have not watched how you can deal with your past pain, you have not watched how you can handle your ex, you have not watched how you can deal with character differences, please go back and watch those videos and learn how you can handle the character difference, learn how you can handle the pain, learn how you can handle your ex, because we said ex can ruin your marriage. Remember, they are a bit stubborn. They keep calling, they keep sending messages. But remember, you made a step and you married. Now for today, you're welcome again. We are here again to get another stone put together so that we can get going and have our marriages established. Now for today, guess what? I'm going to talk about how you can know that you are a nagging spouse. Nagging, someone who's nagging. You keep talking about things, you keep arguing, you don't let things go. We are talking about who is a nagging person. How can you know that I'm a nagging spouse? You know, for us, sometimes we want to defend ourselves. Even if someone tells you want to defend yourself. But for today, I want us to know, I want us to identify, I want us to discover whether you and me, whether that person next to you is a nagging person. Tap on that person and tell him, then today I'm going to know whether you are a nagging person or you are not. Now, my number one point, how you can know that you are a nagging person, you don't let things go. If you keep talking about something, if maybe your wife didn't bring your stockings in time, you didn't put them where I used to put them, then you keep talking about it. Even when you come from work, you're talking about stockings. Tomorrow morning, you're talking about stockings. No, know that you are a nagging spouse. If you don't let things go, if you keep resuming the past conversations, know that you are a nagging person. Another thing you should know, if you are a nagging person, you don't appreciate. I know there are so many people that don't appreciate. The spouse goes out there, he toils, he works, but you cannot even appreciate the little thing he brings at home. For you always complaining, you have not brought as big as this. You expect much beyond the strength of your spouse. You don't even appreciate the little things that someone has brought at home, all has brought to you. Someone buys you a gift, maybe he brought a flower, and you're like, other people bought cars. For you have chosen to bring a flower. Even if you brought a whole garden, it will not work. Others are given cars. I also need a car. Please appreciate what you have got at that time and hope for something new. Because when you appreciate, you encourage someone to do much more than what he has done that time. But when you don't appreciate, know that you are a nagging person. Because appreciating someone does not mean he has to have many things, has to have big things, has to have a lot of things. No, even the little thing, even if he goes to work and gives a call, it's like, honey, how are you doing? How is home? How are children? What are you doing? That one itself, at the end of the call, tell him, thank you for checking on me. Because that is a great effort put in so that you can communicate, can understand how you're doing. It means someone has thought about you. But if you don't appreciate, my friend, tell that neighbor, if he's not appreciating, he's a nagging spouse. I think you have known. If you are not appreciating, you are a nagging spouse. Another thing you know, you see on someone and know this person is a nagging spouse, keeps records of the past things, the past arguments, the past decisions you made. And someone, maybe for example, he was going to do a business and asked your opinion, and you told him, no, I don't support this business. For example, you're going to sell motorcycles, you're going to sell these bicycles, and someone is like, no, I'm not supporting this. And someone goes on and does it. At a time, maybe it fails. When the business collapses, and you start telling them, I had told you, I knew it would fail, I knew you are going to waste our money. No, If something happens, don't keep the records, let it go, because you're together, you're living together as spouses, you're living together as mom and dad. Remember, you are an example to your children. Don't keep those records for time and you keep talking about them. It keeps resuming the wound. If someone had a wound, for example, he did something and hurt him, because you are not in support of it, then you keep reminding that person, I told you not to do this business, would have done something bigger. I told you not to buy this clothes, you're not fitting in it at home. You reach at home and now you're not fitting in it. You wasted my money. No, stop hurting your friend, stop hurting your spouse, stop hurting your partner with these last records. Let those records pass. If you have talked about something today, let it go. If you have shared something, if you have had an argument, if you have not agreed on a certain point, please let it stop from there and then. But when you keep reminding your spouse, when you keep records of what happened at some time back, it becomes nagging. You even let peace go away. You don't let peace in your house, in your marriage, to take over because of your nagging. You keep bringing records, things that hurt, things that are not good. They keep, when someone is trying to heal for you, you're trying to let the wound keep fresh. But please, I come telling you today, please don't keep records of the old things, of the past arguments, of the past mistakes, of the past quarrels, of the past things that you didn't agree upon and finally they didn't turn out well into records. Don't keep them and don't bring them back on table, because they are not good. They are not going to build you. Only they are going to bring the bad attitude in the marriage, the bad atmosphere. Peace is not going to be in the family. Please stop keeping the past records in your mind or in your marriages. Now, another thing you have to do, if you're a nagging person, if you want to know who is a nagging person, am I a nagging person? Of course, you have to first do self-assessment. As you, I'm talking about you actually, you is watching. Are you a nagging person? Do self-evaluation. If you find that you're doing these things, know that you are a nagging person. Another thing that you know that you are a nagging person, your spouse has already told you that you are nagging. Though you're trying to defend yourself, no, Ma was just reminding you, no, you are a nagging person. If your spouse has told you, but you're a nagging person, why? Because you're reminding him of the past things. Make sure you work out yourself. Nagging is not good in a marriage. Nagging is not good to your spouse, to your children, to anyone around you. Being a nagging person is so bad. Now, if you want to know someone that this real person is a nagging person, they want to take control of everything. They want to take control of everything. Like everything that is happening in a family, wants to be the one giving a decision. No, Mom not supporting this, it means it's not going to work. Mom not supporting this, it means it's not to work. It is not going to work. Me, I support this, it means we are going to do this. No, that is not good. Don't take control of everything, because you're two in a marriage, your husband or your wife, you're two people. It means you have to come to the agreement and know what you're going to do as two, because the Bible says the two, if they are not in agreement, they cannot reach where they are going. Meaning, if you're going to the same destination, you have to be in an agreement. But if you don't agree, it means you're not going to reach where you're going. Now, if you find someone is taking control of everything, know that that person is a nagging person. Like, he wants to be the decision maker. He wants to raise this decision until it is done. He wants to do everything to his satisfaction. That means that someone is selfish, your spouse is selfish, or you're selfish, you yourself. If you have identified yourself that now I'm a nagging person, please know that that thing hurts most. If at all you got someone who's nagging and did that thing to you, you realize how nagging is bad. Because nagging, you can even fail to eat, you can even lose weight, you can even look bad because you don't have peace. When someone comes home, you find you're scared. I think he's going to start talking about cups. I think he's going to start talking about how we didn't organize well the house, how he wanted this seat to face this side. I know. Let me see the comment section what you have seen, like in your marriage, and you find someone, whenever he reaches home, you're like, mommy has come. Even the children are the ones that tell us most, like, mommy is almost coming. And you see everyone putting himself in order, because they know you reach there and start asking, you have already not based, you have not done this, you have not cooked already, you have not brought the goats from the bush, or you have not done what I told you. You start nagging instead of correcting them in love, instead of correcting them on what they were supposed to do. You're just nagging. You speak things like repeatedly. If someone didn't do something yesterday, you have to bring it ahead today. Again, you talk about it. Yesterday I told you to wash plates and you didn't do it. Again today you have done it. Even another day, you keep bringing records into the system, into the new day. Please know that you are a nagging person, and stop taking control over everything. Let you people come into agreement and agree on what you are going to do, because this is good for you, because this is going to build for you your marriage. Now when you have found out that I'm a nagging person, what should I do? Since I've already known I'm a nagging person, I keep records. That is one. I keep talking about the past things. They have already told me that I'm a nagging person, but I try to defend myself. I know you're checking yourself already. I'm a person who does not appreciate. Please, after you have known, what should you do so that you can move on, so that you can let your spouse also have peace in the family? Stop nagging over issues. Now we are going to look at what should I do if I found out that I'm a nagging person. The first thing, start appreciating. Even if someone wakes up in the morning and says, honey, hello, good morning, how was your night? He checks on you. He's like, did you sleep well? Did you have a good night? Did you have a good sleep? Did you dream badly? Like someone is caring to know what is happening in your life. Please appreciate. You can send an SMS. Someone has gone to work. Send an SMS. Please, I'm grateful for your care, checking on me, knowing how I feel. You appreciate. If we come back home without Kavela, please appreciate. He has put an effort, and encourage them. Tomorrow you will make it. But don't be a person who does not appreciate you or is seeing mistakes. No. If we have realized we are nagging people, now it is high time we started appreciating our spouse. If it's your wife, appreciate. If you have washed, she has washed for you the clothes, or she has ironed for you, maybe has done the shoe polishing for you, she has done anything good, appreciate. Even if it is bringing food on table, just carrying it from the kitchen and brings it to the table. If the maid is the one who prepared, please appreciate. Don't be a person who only looks at mistakes. You're a fault finder. You're looking at mistakes only, and you want to start jumping over them. No, we are now healing ourselves from being nagging spouses. Another thing we have to do, stop talking about the past things. If you talked about something that didn't go well, or you had an argument, or someone did something and failed, or there is something you had not supported and someone did it and finally it turned into bad, please don't bring them forward. You're hurting your spouse. You're hurting your lover, because this person chose you among the many, the multitude of ladies, the multitude of men that are in this world. That person chose you. Please don't carry those records to keep hurting your spouse. Don't do that revenge. Don't do those things, because they are going to hurt the spouse, and you find he has no peace with you, around you. He feels uncomfortable because you're going to tell them what they don't want to hear. Now, if you have found out that you are a nagging person, please don't carry the past arguments to the present argument. Another thing we have to do, please, when you have talked about something, leave it from there. Don't carry it and you bring it to another year. You're like, now since it is January 27, it is the birthday of the other thing you did to me. Do you remember how you hurt me? Do you remember how that thing you did to me hurt me the most? I still remember today it is the anniversary of what you did. No, stop, stop, stop. Even if you feel like speaking, cancel yourself within you. Tell your inner man, like, no, today we are not going to talk. Let the mouth have the zip. Have that corridor, have that shelf, have that store in you where you don't open those things, don't bring them forward. Don't tell your spouse, this is the anniversary today. Remember, it is the day that you did me the other thing that hurt me. Because we want to have peace, we want to have our marriages established. I want to see in the comment section, what is that thing that you have been nagging about? There are people that married and in the honeymoon they divorced because of what? Someone touched on the toothpaste and pushed from the middle, and the other one was like, we begin from down as we press to up, and that one killed the marriage. Just a toothpaste, just that, because you keep talking about it and you let someone lose peace, and that one kills your marriage. You see, just small things. When you're a nagging person, you magnify those small things and make them big. You can imagine just a toothpaste. If someone pressed in the middle, you coming and press down and you make it equal, how does it hurt you? How does it harm you, surely? For you to just lose your marriage because of that toothpaste. Someone lost marriage from the wedding, got the honeymoon, and from the honeymoon, people are no longer married. They are divorced already. What is the cause? The toothpaste. Because of what? You are a nagging person. Help yourself and stop nagging to your spouse. Stop talking about those things. Stop enlarging things that are small and you make them pregnant. You make them so big. That one, it is going to ruin your marriage, because marriage is the effort of two people. Remember, I always tell you, two people have to work together to have the marriage work. But when one is the one involved in making the marriage, it means one will break. You're doing this and your spouse is weakening you, is demoralizing, you know. But when you're in touch, the two of you, you're all working together to have the marriage work, it is going surely to work. It is going to be established. Remember, we call God to come amidst the marriage. I want to see in the comment section, what is that thing that is disturbing you? And have you discovered yourself that you are a nagging person? Are you one of the people who have been talking about? Or you're still defending yourself? No, I'm not. You're saying, I'm not a nagging person. But in real sense, you are. Please, let us stop nagging. The last thing I will tell you, it is still to pray. I love praying. Pray about everything. In everything, pray. If you are a nagging person, there are these characters. Maybe you grew with it, like you have now just discovered that you are a nagging person. It may not be simple to leave it from there and then, but invite God and tell God, I'm a nagging person and I've known that this thing, it has been hurting my spouse. Now, as I ask you, Lord, give me the grace to heal. Give me the grace to also zip my mouth so that I keep speaking the good things that build my marriage. I keep talking about things that are going to establish my marriage, not ruining. Because I think you have already seen it. If you have discovered yourself, remember those scenarios where I used to keep talking about things, how your spouse used to feel. If it's your wife or your husband, you see someone getting gloomy, you see someone just isolating himself, he does not want to talk again, because you let peace go. You don't give peace to that spouse because of talking too much. Now, please pray about it and let God help us to heal, because we have also a part to pray. Invite God in it and tell him, this is who I am, but I need help because my marriage has to stand. Let me see in the comment section, what is your take? Have you understood that you're a nagging person? Have you learned something? Are you going to work on yourself? Do you have something you want to share with us? Or there is something I've not put on, like you know that this person is a nagging person, maybe I've not put it there. You can share it. We also add it there. We know that there is also this thing, but that is what we can talk about today. Next time, please call your neighbor. If you have watched it, share it, like and comment, subscribe. If you have not watched other videos, go back please and watch how you can deal with your past pain, how you can deal with character differences, and how you can deal with your ex, because these things are necessary in our marriages. Remember, some things we missed them. Maybe we didn't get someone to teach us, but it's high time you started learning how you can make your marriage work, because you have a part to play. As the Lord is a leader, the author, as the Lord is helping you to establish it, but you have also a hand to put on your marriage so that you can have it work. Please subscribe and share. I love you.